Hello, welcome. We are doing a new game today, the Hand of Glory. Just gonna make sure it's syncing up properly. Give me a second. There we go. Haha, it is. Beautiful. This is a game I had on my wish list for a cool minute. Got it. Well, I was gifted to it by my partner, and hopefully we're gonna have fun today. Oh, this game has two parts. It told me in the beginning. But let's get started. It's my first time. Yes.
This story begins where many others generally end. At the time, I worked for a detective agency known as HPD, but I couldn't know then what the acronym really meant. I don't think I ever really knew.
November 10th, outskirts of Miami. Oh, Florida people.
For a few months, I'd been on the trail of the man the press not very originally renamed Blowtorch. A clue led me to the extreme outskirts of Miami, in a little out-of-the-way suburb that smelled like rotten fish.
Oh, what a nerd. Oh, the animations are nice. Is it Puppet? Or is it 2D? It might be Puppet.
Operator, the caller you have dialed is unavailable. Do you want to leave a message?
Bundy, knock it off. Judging from the traffic noise, I'd say you disobeyed my orders.
Hey,
Damn
I just
straight.
went out for a ride on my bike. What's the harm?
At 10 in the evening, I told you to stay home. The case is ours. We're already racing to the scene of the tip-off.
But the cavalry's already here, boss. Let me find one of those clues that Blowtorch left for me, and we will stop the next murder before you even divorce your third wife.
I'm on my fourth, Bundy, and I will never understand why that killer keeps leaving clues just for you.
Do you need to ask? Because I'm his archenemy, his nemesis, his worst nightmare.
More like he enjoys leaving you every time grasping a handful of air.
Oh, yeah. Remind me again, old man. Who stopped the Puerto Rican surgeon and the arsonist of the southeast coast? And what about the...
All old news, Bundy. You haven't caught a break for a long time, and for months you've been following Blowtorch without any results. Why don't you go on holiday and let us do the work?
I'm in Miami, dude. Working here is a holiday.
I'm serious, Lars. Give it up.
Listen, boss. I will
Lars
limit myself
Bundy.
to a stealth approach. Identify the victim's flat. I write everything down. I smoke a cigarette. I admire the skyline. I wait for reinforcements. No shootout planned.
That would be difficult, since you never carry a gun with you.
Well, once a chick told me that the weapon at my side makes me clumsy.
Don't cause any shit, Bundy. We'll be there in a short while.
Okay. That means I have a short while to solve this case.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Bundy, don't screw things up, or I swear...
Aw, you're a little
At
washed
previous
up.
crime scenes, we always found a letter addressed to me, abandoned in the mailboxes. This time, maybe, I would be able to find that letter before the crime was committed. But I had to hurry.
Welcome to the Hand of Glory. In this game, you will investigate a tough case, but you'll be able to do so using few and simple commands. Let's see together now. We're doing this story together, everyone. I'm excited. I think it's a point and click adventure. And already I like Lars Bundy, even though he's a bit of an asshole. But you know, that's okay. We haven't had an asshole character in a minute to play as. Cursor 1. Depending on the appearance, the cursor will help you understand your actions. Clicking on a specific spot on the ground will move Lars. Try clicking. Okay, cool. Point and click adventure style. Got it. The magnifying glass allows you to analyze objects in your immediate surroundings. In this case, you'll achieve the same result with both and left right mouse buttons. Okay.
A horrible antique coin eater.
Oh, okay, go off. The red cursor shows the ability to interact with the element and the environment according to the scheme. Okay.
Maybe there was still something useful in Green Dart's
Right
flask.
to examine, left to interact. Got it.
Normally I would have filled it with scotch, but I didn't want to find myself in Orlando investigating the red whale again. Like last time. Hey, there really was some scotch after all. Scotch tape,
Okay.
I mean.
You just acquire your first object. The things you pick up are stored in the inventory, which you can make appear by moving the cursor to the upper part of the screen. Okay, cool. Scotch tape. Oh, haha, he meant actual scotch tape. Cell phone, badge, notebook. Not now, not now, not now. Always remember to examine the object you pick up for clues or new interfaces helpful to your investigation. Your trusty cell phone will come in handy on more than one occasion. From time to time, for notebook, from time to time, Lars will write down notes in his notebook, which is useful to keep track of current quests. You can access notebook by clicking on it in inventory or in. Okay. I need to search the mailboxes. Okay.
I looked at the various mailboxes and found what I was looking for. An abandoned envelope with no writing or stamps. The only problem remaining was how to open the mailbox. Maybe using something thin for leverage.
You can carry the objects in seat, open the inventory, in. Click on the item, and move the cursor over to the object. Okay. I'm going to assume, let's try badge.
My badge wasn't exactly the right tool to wedge the... The only thing I accomplished was jamming the badge into the narrow crack above the mailbox. Now the mailbox was marked by my badge, hopelessly jammed.
Let's try Scotch tape.
Was it really worth it?
You don't know that, Bundy. Okay.
The alley led around the building to the right. Before examining the area, though, I had to make sure I was in the right place. A Sfrizzo's vending machine. The worst cola ever tasted by a human being.
Have you
The
ever
engine
had
was working,
RC?
though, although the machine wasn't active anymore. I could sense its warmth.
God, you're overdramatic, Bundy. Get over yourself, dude. Get off of me. Intercoms.
I love making prank calls, but this really wasn't the right moment. I love making prank calls,
Okay.
but this really wasn't the right moment. Someone left a stupid smiley on the intercom. The inscription implied that J.J. Urham was stupid. I was tempted to buzz to verify.
Okay.
A mural signed P. Gold. I saw many others like that around the city.
We gotta keep in mind with P Gold. Button. We have a lot of buttons we can press.
The name on the button told me absolutely nothing. The name on the button told me absolutely nothing. I couldn't buzz the whole building without a clue.
Okay. Nothing there. So let's look for a blank one.
I couldn't buzz.
Well. Can't do anything yet. Got it. So let's see.
The little gate was well protected with a lock and chain. At the same time, it was so low that I would be able to jump it, even on my knees.
Okay,
The
then
alley
jump
led
it.
around the building. Before examining the area, though,
Okay. Let's see. First puzzle.
as much as I loved wandering around on green dart in the middle of the night, I had work to do.
Okay.
There was nothing else in the flat. My green dart.
Okay. Well, let's see. I like puzzle. I like point and click
The
adventure
only
games
way in
because they're puzzle
seemed to
games,
be the emergency
basically.
ladder.
And right now I am playing another puzzle game called The Last Door,
The
which
fire
is also
escape
very
reached the
fun.
upper floor of the building. I didn't need to make the ladder come down.
Okay.
That stuff tasted like... I know that because at school I never had the money for snacks, so I picked up those.
You're gross, Bundy. You're gross. Okay. You can't go over there. Oh, yeah. To get a coin, because the coin will be thin enough.
An antique...
No? Okay. What am I missing? Let's just do the door.
The door was one of those you could only... I wouldn't be able to force it open, even if it was a normal model. I've always been a washout as a burglar. The door was one of those... I wouldn't be... It wasn't possible to open it from the outside. I would have to... The alley led around. Before examining the area, though, I had to make sure... The badge...
Let's see. There's something I have to do with the intercom.
I love. Sometimes. I only had a game. The one with the snake that has to eat the dots. I was complete rubbish at video games.
You're rubbish at a lot
By
of
that
stuff,
time,
dude.
they were all using those instant messaging programs. Therefore, my message box was constantly empty. As
and you're
always,
lonely.
I was out of credit. I couldn't but.
Let's see. Something to do with the gold.
I didn't. Was it really worth? Sometimes I was all out of. I thought it was better to look for an.
Yes, okay. What is going on with your outfit, dude? Terrible.
I couldn't buzz them. Someone left a stupid smiley on the end. I couldn't buzz the whole. I could. The inscription implied that JJ. I was tempted. I couldn't buzz the whole building. I love making prank. A telephone number erased unceremoniously. It was surely a mural signed P. It wouldn't help me in any way.
Let's see. Coin laundry. Can I go that way? No. Come on. Nope.
Here's what the taxpayers' money was being used for.
Haha.
The conditions of that sign. A stone bigger.
There we go. Alright, now. What if I just do this?
The way it was stuck, the badge would act as a chisel.
There we go. Had to mess with
as
the sidewalk
usual,
a
the
little bit
letter
more.
was ripped and written with invisible ink. With Scotch tape, I would be able to easily reassemble it. Well, I'd have to think about the invisible ink later.
You'll be able to combine some items that you pick up. Okay. So, boop, boop.
I would have stuck the Scotch tape in the back of the letter, so as to obtain the best readability. I always hated puzzles.
Well, good for you, because I like them. Let's see. Put you there.
If I have to waste time on this...
Put you there. Shut up, Bundy. Let me do this. Let me work. Nope. But you go
I hate
here.
this stuff.
Shut up, Bundy.
Once I
It's a
received
wolf.
1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle as a present. I sold it to my nephew.
Oh no, it's a horsey.
It wasn't as difficult as I feared.
It really wasn't. The serial killer
At that
really
point,
likes
I just had to find a way to read the message hidden in the letter. Well, I remembered that to reveal invisible ink, you just have to warm it. Where could I find a source of heat that late at night?
Joke's on you. I figured it out. Yeah, the vending machine. Okay. Oh. Well, the vending machine is probably the best answer, honestly.
The vending machine's engine emitted a faint heat, maybe intense enough to show the hidden writing on the letter. At first, nothing happened. I was about to give up when it happened. The first characters appeared.
If you're like, oh my god, you figured it out so easily, that's because, I mean, he said it. It was warm to the touch. Makes the most sense. Door wasn't going to work. Coin meter doesn't work. Gate's not really warm. All that fun stuff. To the kind attention of Detective Bundy, I'm deeply disappointed, Detective, by the incompetence with which you are dealing with the case of the fanatic killer known as Blowtorch. As a citizen and regular taxpayer, I'm worried about my safety so much so much that I decided to help you gather your thoughts. What do you know about him then? He's male, of course. Just between us, as Sissy couldn't create a similar masterpiece, right? Did you see the accuracy with which the eyes of the poor girl were extracted from their sockets without corrupting the flesh around? With a blowtorch, for Christ's sake. This leads to assure a certain craftsmanship. Is he an artist? Maybe a painter. As in my last letter, I suggest a plumber. Nobody ever thinks of a plumber with all the obsession over butlers. And now we know of his initials. I think that will be for a detective with a reputation as high as a skyscraper like you. Fondly, a normal citizen and taxpayer.
That
Smiley.
face. In his earlier letters, Blowtorch never left anything similar. I took a mental note. That smile left on the letter and the one on the intercom were identical, so I could rule out a simple coincidence. I had just identified the apartment I was looking for.
Thank God.
The usual outburst in the middle of a letter that until then seemed thoughtful and balanced. Then I saw the emoticon at the end of the paragraph. That was new. I guess Blowtorch tried to be funny at times, the only result being to appear even creepier. The last paragraph was surely hiding a clue. The murderer was even directing us to a specific profession. The initials in the last paragraph were found in the previous letter, but they were too vague a clue to narrow down the scope of the investigation.
Oh, the letters behind must be like his, thing.
The usual closing format. Blowtorch constantly described himself as a normal citizen and a regular taxpayer. I don't know why, but that format made me mad.
Well, because he's mocking you, Bundy.
Blowtorch's tone ranged from disappointment to encouragement, with a barely concealed desire for recognition.
Why does it sound like a bad BL? Not like booty lift, but I mean like bad boy love, yaoi type thing. This
The
sounds
forensic
horrible.
guys had no doubt about the gender of the killer just after the first murder. The reason for their certainty wasn't the accuracy of the burns, so much as the various bruises found on the bodies, which displayed extraordinary force.
Damn, he was forceful? The fuck? Okay.
The letters were always kindly addressed to me.
You know, maybe Little Church just has a crush on you, which is horrible because it's a serial killer. But you know, all right. We're playing Ring Around the Rosie with the serial killer. Got it.
The apartment was registered to a certain G. Glover.
Red herring.
I hoped I got there in time.
Oh, you're so stupid, and your profession that serial killer leaves you hints.
Yes? Who is it?
I'm Detective Bundy from HPD. If you don't mind, I need to ask you some questions. He didn't answer immediately. Moments of total silence passed, during which I thought he had hung up.
Sorry for the hesitation, but I really don't understand what you would want from me. I'm just a normal citizen who...
Yes, of course. But I really need, and I mean really need, to talk to you.
Oh,
with
no,
a certain
Bundy,
urgency,
that
too.
was a serial
Can you
killer.
open the front door?
I hate to be a killjoy, but you have a warrant. I don't want to get into trouble with my landlord.
You know what? I guess I forgot it in my other hand. Anyway, I already told you that...
Listen, the landlord is a real pain in the ass, and I don't want any trouble.
If it's such a big deal, you won't have any problem coming back with a warrant. Good night. In my entire career, I had never been mistreated like that by someone I had to protect. Despite the fact that the guy was an idiot, I couldn't let him be killed in cold blood. Besides the front door, the only visible way in seemed to be the fire escape above.
You know, Bundy, I probably would let him finish talking. Personally.
Maybe in that alley.
Personally, I would let him finish talking because he's gonna say the salutation line, you know?
It didn't seem so high
the
from the
closing
street.
line.
Even from the roof, I couldn't get to the fire escape. Jumping from that roof would be very Hollywood style, but I would have broken my neck.
Okay. I have to find a way to get you up there. Which means...
In that moment, I thought of the hundreds of baseball games I'd seen while living in America, and I had a real moment of epiphany. The greatest champions in history were looking at me from the sky,
he's British.
cheering for
Okay.
me and waving their arms. Ladies
He's
and
British,
gentlemen,
boy.
introducing the newest member of the Baseball Hall of Fame, Lazarus Stonearm Bundy!
Lazarus Stonearm Bundy, bruh.
Give it up for the only, the incomparable, Lazarus Bundy!
Well, that was easy. Well, at least he's practical. It's not like Indiana Jonesing it. Alright, take the fire escape, dude. Ooh, the music. The animation is good. I like the animation.
Lazarus Bundy in my place. Who'd have thought it?
Here's my man. All 7'5" of a man, to be
his name is
exact.
Lazarus.
Well,
Oh,
so much the
God.
better. If things got out of hand, he could protect me.
Lazarus Bundy, what are you doing? I still had some surprises in store for you. Instead, it's already time to put an end to our game.
Yeah.
Just then, I knew I misunderstood the whole situation.
Other word.
Damn. This got dark. Well, it's an investigative Nore type of shit going on.
Things went down dramatically. I had no gun, as always, and I had to deal with a mastodon ready to kill his next victim. Burton would surely arrive with backup shortly after. But, how shortly? Moreover, we were convinced we had to protect the man who instead just revealed himself to be the monster we were hunting. I thought of sending a text to warn him, but I had no credit on my phone, having accidentally subscribed to a live weather service. I was in more danger than ever. But at least I knew the weather was fine in Baltimore. One thing was for sure. I couldn't wait anymore.
Alright, we gotta figure out what the fuck to do. Right.
With bare hands, I would barely be able to tickle him.
Yeah, you will be able to shrimp.
The leftovers were inviting, but useless.
Yes.
The bottle, though, caught my attention.
Could be.
That beast towered over me, but a bottle in the right spot would put anyone to sleep. I had to hold my breath. The slightest noise would betray me.
Is there a minigame?
No, Cabron.
Never mind.
Could be. No. What the fuck?
Whoa, shit, got the first death. Oh, God! Oops!
Could be.
Okay,
I couldn't reach it in time.
I told you to close that sewer hole, you slut. If I hear even one more whisper,
Oh,
I'll be
Jesus.
forced to use more brutal methods than usual. Is that clear?
okay, calm
No,
down,
come on.
Mastodon Blowchort Killer Biller. Fucking A.
No.
Freeing the girl was going to be way more difficult than that.
No, Cabron.
Okay, let's see.
With bare hands, I would...
Yes.
The beast was busy and all he did was grumble. Apparently he became chatty only when it came time to write me letters. She was gagged and strung up like a sausage, but above all, she was busty. This...
No, Cabron.
Golly. Gotta love detectives. Fucking sleazy motherfuckers.
Change the channel, right now. I wanted to see how the movie ended. Change the channel.
Yes.
The TV
Bundy.
was silently showing...
Okay.
Possible.
I just have gone from the frying pan into the fire. He left the storage room open.
I had to throw something in there. What if I
Yes.
throw my...
No matter how
badge?
hard I tried, I couldn't see a good reason.
Well, fuck,
I saw
Bundy.
the lamp. Trying to use the lamp as a makeshift weapon would have meant walking the entire length of the... If I wanted to die, I could have found a more glorious method, such as jumping out naked after drawing a target on my chest.
No,
Better think. I started to come up with something, but I couldn't.
Yes.
Breaking his TV would have been ecstasy.
Could be.
What do I do?
No.
My eyes saw the
No,
lamp.
Cabron.
My brain.
No, Cabron.
He left the storage room. He left the storage room. I was all out.
No, Cabron.
Trying to use the lamp as a... If I wanted to die,
No, Cabron.
beast was big. All he did was...
Okay, let's see. Before I look at anything
be.
else.
He left the...
Yes.
Is there anything else around here that I can use to my liking?
No, Cabron.
Why does it look like he's sitting on stone? What the?
Impossible.
He already had his...
Impossible.
He already had his own.
Yes.
I only had a game.
Oh.
I had a pretty good idea of how to distract...
Impossible.
By that time, as all... I only had a game. I was complete.
Okay. Then we take that. Then we
I was
chuck
desperate and in dire straits.
it. Yep, do it.
Yes. Look what you made me do. First, I need to recover that damn phone that I still don't know how you managed to keep from me. Then we'll settle up.
God, he is massive. Holy shit, Lazarus. There we go. Not makeshift weapon, but a lock.
What the fuck?
Stay calm.
What the
We'll
flip?
get you out of here in a split second.
Oh, he has a blowtorch. Bundy, you should have.
Hurry! Run! I'll hold him.
No, you're not. The fuck? Oh, he's Outlast character. Oh, he was an Outlast monster. Little Big. No, Walker. Chris Walker. That's his name from Outlast. His name is Lazarus. Like, he comes back. Huh? This is ominous. Oh, we're gonna fight now. The chemist? If the next villain is the chemist, I'm gonna cackle. Oh, it might be the alchemist. Sigum. I don't want to say it because I don't want to summon anything. The Hand of Glory. That was 30 minutes of me trying to figure out what the fuck to do. This is how those playthroughs gonna go. Hope you are all ready. Oh. Some past trauma? This might be the rotoscope, actually. Oh, it's just... Oh, it probably is rotoscope. Like 3D model and rotoscope. Nice. Alright, Lazarus, your fucking heartthrob picture. And Stefano Rosito. Sorry, I fucked up your name. I'm so sorry. November 11th, Lars' apartment. Golly, that was just yesterday. Jesus, dude.
The blowtorch case didn't go as I'd hoped. Instead of the savior, I found myself impersonating the damsel in distress. Luckily, Burton came just in time to get me out of the doghouse. In contrast to his usual MO, Blowtorch was about to take my head off with his bare hands. The signs on my neck would take weeks to disappear completely. I got suspended from the service indefinitely, obviously, and I would soon discover that sitting on my hands would never be a part of my life again.
Okay, so you basically got fired.
I found the Miami Harbinger under my door, as I had every day since I'd subscribed to their delivery service. I immediately saw the blurb on the front page. Blowtorch had been identified as David Ramos, an ordinary man who made a living working as a plumber. The initials, the plumbing job, everything matched the information found in the letters. That crazy guy had given us, little by little, his complete identikit.
Okay.
Despite Burton's timely intervention, Ramos was able to disappear into the night and not get caught. At least now the public knew his real identity. A man would struggle to move freely.
Okay.
The leading story dealt with the disappearance of a young girl, the daughter of a certain Molesberg. Apparently, he was one of the richest and most powerful men in the city. Nevertheless, I had never heard of him before. The journalist was doubting the real disappearance of the teenager, assuming she was a runaway instead. I wonder what clues she could have had that led to such speculation.
Well, I mean, if she's a teen, there's a good chance she's probably rebellious. Okay, nothing else.
Despite Burton's timely intervention,
Okay.
the envelope sticking out,
Oh,
I just received yet another letter from Blowtorch. I immediately noticed the strange seal with which it had been secured, but I would think about that later. With a trembling hand, I set out to pull out the letter. On the paper was an address and a series of meaningless numbers. Nothing else. Ramos was giving me an appointment in a West Miami alley, but that wasn't the most absurd thing. The most absurd thing is that I'd probably have gone. So Ramos was back after just a few hours on the run, ready to pick up our challenge where it left off. In the meantime, the Miami Harbinger was publishing news about the disappearance of the Molesberg scion that occurred the night before. What if she was the victim chosen by Blowtorch? I should seek out more information.
I think you're backing up the very
Morning
different
news was
tree
being
set.
aired right then. Maybe there was still time to catch the final minutes of it.
Right, let's see. Okay.
I didn't want anything from the bar. I barely drank, especially when I was working on a case. Claudio, the owner of the bar where I worked many years before, sitting at the piano was his wife. Della tried many times to teach me to strum, but with very bad results.
You are not a very... It's okay. You're probably good
I
at
had
your
nothing to
job,
hang at the
kind
moment,
of.
and there was nothing interesting among the items already posted. Inside that fridge, there wasn't even misery left.
Okay.
With blood and sweat, I had completed that collection of action figures when I was a kid. After Green Dart, it was my biggest triumph.
That's the newspaper. Trolley.
What the hell was my remote control doing in there?
Okay. Before we go any further, let's look at the poster.
The poster claimed that the cold filled you with energy. I wondered if that was true. I always preferred the sea to the mountains. The poster claimed that I wondered if...
Okay. Nothing. Let's see what you have to say about that.
Before joining the detective bureau, I made a living working at a... How many friends did I make in those years? How much fun did I have?
Probably not a lot, considering, you
My
know.
mini fridge. My mini
Oh,
fridge.
God, sorry.
Spacious enough for someone like me who only eats at home once in a month, and the other day sneaks into wedding buffets.
Oh, dude, you are kind of,
With blood
miserable.
and sweat, I had completed that collection of action figures when I was a kid. After Green Dart.
Okay. Whoops. Okay, come on. Let's look at your bed.
The last time I made up my bed, America was still at war with Great Britain. I kept Bobby, my stuffed bear, underneath. He protected me from my nightmares.
Oh, you have childhood trauma, probably.
Bobby
Hi, Bobby.
was down there for a reason. To protect me from... I'd remove it only in case of extreme need.
Okay. You're probably gonna need Bobby.
Bobby the bear, protector of my dreams. Lately, he'd been slacking off, judging by the number of nightmares tormenting me.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you might. I mean, maybe you need to stop doing the detective stuff. It's not good for
The
your
cell
health.
phone was inside the nightstand, comfortably resting in the underwear drawer. When I bent down to pick it up, I found myself looking at my parents' photograph. Mom and Dad, on holidays in Greece during their honeymoon. Dad with his typical sly look, Mom with an unlikely 80s rock star hairstyle. We always used to make fun of her for that juvenile look. How long it had been since I left Italy? And them.
Oh, he's Italian.
Looking at
Oh,
that photo
neat.
always left me with a sour taste in my mouth, but that wasn't the right time to get lost in memories. I had a cell phone to retrieve and an investigation to continue. The night before, I'd even been able to deactivate that paid weather service. I could finally use the phone to do what it was designed for, making phone calls.
You know,
On the nightstand was a photo of my... Inside it was mainly my underwear, and I didn't have to change them yet. There was still time before the weekend.
oh, you're
On
foul,
the nightstand was a photo... Inside it,
sir. You're so foul.
it represented the Sacred Heart of Jesus, a Christian symbol of worship. My grandma
Figured.
insisted that I take it with me to America for protection, but to be honest, I always found it, slightly gruesome.
A
It
little
represented
bit.
the sacred... My grandma...
Okay. All right. So we have what? Remote, cigarettes.
Sometimes I remain enchanted just by opening and closing that light for minutes at a time. After the whirlwind conclusion of the blowtorch case, I had smoked an entire pack of cigarettes. I left just 2 for emergency situations. Those numbers had to mean something. Plover Alley had to be a secondary lane along the larger Plover Avenue in the West Miami neighborhood. The wax seal was recognizable in its simplicity, just a vermilion circle.
Okay. All right. Let's look at the newspaper real quick. Just real quick.
The leading story, apparently he was one of the richest and most... The journalist was doubting the real disappearance of the teen...
Okay. I don't think we're gonna deal with blowtorch again. He's probably gonna lay low for a cool minute. Right. Remote control. Do this. Thank you.
The TV didn't turn on. The batteries were probably dead, and the closest retailer was half an hour away by foot. Damn batteries. There must be some way to give you even a little boost.
Let's see. Let's see.
First, I needed to charge.
What can I do to charge it?
I thought it was better to look for another Sometimes I thought it was better to... The universal remote control. The best of the worst. Just having to talk to him in person from time to time was enough. Besides, anti-interception measure. Just having to talk to him in person. Besides, my phone calls with Wheeler lasted 20 seconds at most. Then he hung up. Anti-interception measures, he said. I didn't need to call Burton. I wondered what my mother was doing at that precise moment. It had been years since we last spoke. Anyway, I had other things to worry about.
Oh, you have mommy issues. Got it.
I only had a game. The one that was complete rubbish at video.
Okay.
By that time, they were all using those instant message.
You need to get a new cell phone, dude. But that's fine. Go off. Let's see. Let's see. There has to be... Well, we have a lighter. Can we light the candle? Nope. Time to explore outside.
If I left then, I wouldn't know what to look for precisely.
Okay. So, let's see. Nope. Puzzles. Am I right? I'm looking around. I'm trying to hover. Oh, wait.
On the
Forgot
nightstand
about
was
the
a photo of
hotspot.
my parents. Inside it was made.
Let's go back over. Oh, magnet.
It kept the device thermostat held in position. Removing it would drop the temperature as low as it could go. But, alright. I rarely ate the junk food in my fridge anyway.
Okay, perfect. Magnet on
No matter
TV.
how hard I tried, I couldn't see. I didn't.
Okay, wait, hold on. Give me more room to work with. Let's see. What about magnet on shelf? I'm just gonna do magnet on shelf. I think there might be something we
I
can
didn't
pull out.
understand how that could.
Obviously, the fridge was empty.
Yes, we know. Check out the trolley.
I didn't want anything from the.
Let's see, what's in our hotspot? We looked at everything. We looked at the photo. Nothing on the floor. Can you look at your drawer again?
On the
for
nightstand
me?
was a photo of my. On the nightstand was a. It represented my grand.
Let's go back to our bed. There has to be something in there. Use this.
Bobby the bear. I thought it was better. Maybe. Was it real?
Okay. Nothing. Go to your bar again, Dill. Let's try the bar.
I didn't want anything from the bar. I thought it was better to look for another solution. My mini fridge. Spacious enough for someone.
There's nothing up here that I can take a gander at. Move? Nope.
That TV had every possible function, including toasting. I needed the remote control if I wanted.
Sometimes, my obsession with using random items didn't lead.
Well,
I didn't
shit,
understand.
dude. Let's see. Oh, wait. Cold is your energy.
The poster claimed that I wondered.
Oh, got it. Boop. Put it in there.
I read somewhere once that a dead battery could regain a small amount of energy in an extremely cold environment.
Yes! Don't ask me how my brain knocked
Could it be
that
true?
in.
This story
but
of
that was our
batteries
hint.
recharging in the cold? Hey, maybe that's what igloos are. Huge batteries shaped like houses. Oh, that would explain why Eskimos wear gloves, to prevent electric shocks.
No, Barnaby, Bundy, you fucking idiot.
It was time to discover if my limited physics knowledge would
I
help
mean,
me or
it
not.
might be true, but I don't think that's true. You dumb fuck. I love you, Bundy. I love you, Lazarus, but holy crap, dude. That was the most stupidest thing I have ever heard.
The house of famous tycoon Eric Molsberg, where an attempted break-in was reported last night. No statement has been released either from the police or the family, so the specifics of the offense are still shrouded in mystery. The only detail that has been leaked so far is some strange graffiti drawn on the front of the mansion, probably left by the same individual or group that attempted the late-night illegal entry. As you can see behind me, the symbol appears to have been applied using an enormous quantity of blood, perhaps of a human nature. We await confirmation on the origin of the liquid, with hopes that it isn't the blood of young Catherine Molsberg. Stay tuned to this network for further developments. From Gwendolyn Pratt, back to you in the newsroom.
That symbol on the wall. I saw it even before that swine of a hack opened her mouth. It was identical to the seal on the letter I'd just received. I had no doubt anymore. Blowtorch was pulling out all the stops to finish our challenge in style. I toyed with the idea of contacting Burton to bring him up to speed on the situation, but I scrapped that thought. If I could close the case myself, my superiors would be forced to reinstate me into the department. Was it really worth the risk of falling straight into a trap? Who was I kidding? I was never the kind of man to back down from a challenge, no matter how dangerous it may be. It was high time to let the world see what I was worth. I wouldn't be remembered as the detective that let one of the worst serial killers in the history of Miami slip away.
Okay, here's the thing. I think Bundy's very, very wrong. He might be right, but I think he's kind of wrong on the whole blowtorch thing. That'd be very ballsy of him to start up that quickly because it's not the same MO, the torn up paper where you had to put it back together.
The thing to do next was retrieve Green Dart, just in case I needed to race off in pursuit of Ramos. My beloved bike had been left at the HPD the night before. To recover it, a long walk awaited me.
Hold on, I just want to see something.
Hey Richie, how's it going?
Hello, Lazarus.
Richard, we've been neighbors for 5 years now. What do you think about finally calling me Lars?
I like the sound of Lazarus.
There's something magnetic about it, don't you think?
Speaking of magnetism, do you still have that magnet I loaned you?
Yeah, well, it's complicated.
What do you mean by complicated? You didn't lose it, did you?
No, not lost, no. I used it in a secret mission.
My magnet. In a secret mission.
Very, very secret. So secret I can't tell you anything about it.
Well, do me a favor and get it back to me as soon as possible. It's a fond family memory.
And that's what it would remain for poor Richard. A memory.
You're kind of a dick.
Any good news in the mailbox?
Once you could find love letters inside. Now it's just bills and a mountain of advertising. Do you even read the advertisements they send you?
No, I just use it to ignite the coal at the barbecues with my colleagues.
Well, you don't have colleagues now, Lazarus. So, I mean...
See you
Hey,
soon,
Richie.
Richie.
Sure. At next Sunday's residence meeting. You'll come, right?
I have a previously scheduled engagement.
Sorry, did I say Sunday? I meant Saturday.
Even worse, I have to attend a funeral.
Oh, too bad. Then my condolences.
The only one who'd die would be me if I went to another one of those stupid meetings of boredom.
You know, you are a lonely man. I mean, I get it. People are hard and socializing is harder.
For months, I kept asking and asking Miss Joyce to repair that hole. Sooner or later, I would fall through it again.
Golly, dude. You have bad luck, but you probably should be dead.
The Parmesan had been dangling from the ceiling for years, and by now, it had reached a very strong seasoning. I used to prepare a trap for a rat that was haunting the attic. I almost managed to grab it when the floor decided to collapse underneath my feet. And what's worse, I disastrously landed on the floor beneath, causing that huge hole. Moral of the story? The Parmesan was still hanging from those wires, and I had started to hate rats. The Parmesan had been dangling from...
Okay. Go to your
I
mailbox.
was sure I would find only bills and late payment warnings. Sometimes it's better not to know, so I didn't open it.
Damn, Lazarus, come on. Come on, Bundy. Come on, Lars. Come on, boy who has mommy issues.
I had nothing else to ask him.
Okay, I was just double checking. We're gonna have to come back for the mailbox and for that cheese. Maybe. Oh, wow, this is a big map. Coral Gables, Hialeah, Miami Springs International Airport, Miami Beach, Sharknado.
I found a very bad surprise waiting for me outside the office. Those idiots in the department had pierced a tire of my beloved Green Dart. Furthermore, the bike was locked to the streetlight with its chain. We, though, probably had the keys, but for the tire, I would have to come up with something. One thing was for sure, I wouldn't leave the HPD without my Green Dart.
Okay, let's figure that out. That's part of our bosses.
A fiery red sports car. I prefer two-wheeled vehicles by far, but that one just had a certain something.
You have a lot of unspoken issues, sir. That's okay. Everyone
What's in
does.
love? The box office smash hit movie of the recent months. The classic predictable thriller where at the end the killer turns out to be, spoiler alert, the main character.
Dun dun dun! Is that a hint, Lazarus, to you living long enough to become the villain?
I had a vision of me uprooting the hydrant with my bare hands and then crooning, "I'm singing in the rain," under the water pressure jet. I don't know why, but I've always had a penchant for musicals.
Oh, you know what? I always say not a penchant, but like a pre-chance for music, for like a pre-chance for something. It's weird. It's a
I
very
had just been
interesting.
fired, and begging Burton wouldn't have done any good.
Yeah. Yeah, you were fired. Hi, Willow.
I could see my reflection on the glass door. And what a reflection it was, my friends.
Yeah, you probably look like a piece of shit.
Bullets
I'm sorry,
in love.
Lazarus.
The class firemen usually open the main valve, from which a powerful water jet would come out. A fiery red That was Wheelo, visitor service section. His role was dispensing entry passes to the occasional visitor and event government conspiracies in his twisted little mind.
Why are you so mean to Willow? He looks adorable. Yeah, we don't have our badge anymore.
Hey, Wheelo.
Oh, it's just you.
Who else would it be?
A government inspector, maybe? They're everywhere these days.
We are the HPD, the last place a government inspector would check.
We work for justice, so we're all clean and spotless. Is that what you think?
Actually,
Wheelo
if
might
we're
be
talking
right about
being
that.
clean, that doesn't really apply anymore.
Listen, it's you has the keys to Green Dart, right?
Yes, the chief inspector entrusted their custody to me. Can you show me an identification document?
Wheelo, if you don't give me the keys to my Green Dart right now...
I'll make an exception to the rule.
You done threw hands, boy. Ah!
Hey, where did the second key come from? That's not mine.
The keys were delivered to me as you see them. But if you want to fill out a complaint form...
I'll keep them this way.
What the hell happened to my Green Dart? The vehicle has a puncture on the front tire. Not only that, it's chained to a lamppost.
Do you have any idea who perpetrated this offense?
I don't have all the necessary evidence to make an assessment. Do you want to press charges?
Be a waste of time. Instead, do you know where there's a bike shop around here so I can buy a new tire?
There's one 5 blocks away from here, along the promenade.
It took me 2 hours just to get here from my house. I can't afford to lose the whole day. I'll manage some other way.
All right,
Ever
let's
got any
ask
spare
about
chewing gum?
It
I hate chewing
depends.
gum. Do you
Who's
guys like chewing gum?
asking?
I hate it.
President of the United States.
Very funny. I might have some more. Yes.
Well, perfect. That's exactly what I need.
Don't get any ideas. I'm done giving you things for free.
Come on. Stop talking nonsense and give me some gum.
Okay. Bring me the latest edition of Play Guy and maybe we can talk about it. What?
Okay.
I'm alone all day down here. I have to find some way to pass the time.
Looks like I might have to spend the day running errands for this paranoid. On the other side of the street is a newsstand. I better hurry up if I don't want to waste too much time. Hey, Wheelo. I'll go check if the package I've been waiting on for 3.5 months has arrived.
Okay. Right. So, let's see.
In that moment, it didn't seem to be...
Okay, well, I didn't know if they were the keys to the sports car. Can I take
no matter
that?
how...
I want that. Okay, let's see. Well, we can do that right now.
Could have easily opened the lock with the key. But
Okay. Manhole. Don't get hit.
It provided access to the city. Many tourists love visiting sewers. I'll never understand why.
Okay. Where can we go? Okay.
I've just been...
Yeah, you have. Let's see. What did Willow need? Play guy for Willow. There we go. I was like, how the fuck did I get out of here? Play guy. Oh, is that like? Oh, that's funny. Okay.
mother distracted? Stealing the balloon and lollipop from the kid would be child's play. How low I've sunk.
I mean, you are a washed-up thief. You were a bar person, too.
Putting it in my pocket was out of the question. I'd have sullied my amazing coat. If needed, I could have
That's
used
not
it
a
on the
coat.
spot.
That's like a cloak.
I could have tried asking him for it first. If I ever had the need for those tools, I would know where to look. Good morning, Didier.
Bonjour, détective.
You're still practicing your French, I see.
Je suis really French detective. How many times do I have to tell you?
Come on, cut the act. Just give me a copy of Play Guy, please.
Do you plan to pay this time?
Pay? You're particularly funny today, Didier.
I cannot
you
extend
have
you
no
any
money.
more credit, detective. Your account has so many zeros that I struggle to read the total.
I refuse to pay even 1 penny to do Willow a favor.
On the other hand, Inspector Barton has left something paid for you.
Seamus is really funny. Was it my fault that Ramos was a mountain of a man?
That is all for now. See you soon, detective.
By the way, your fake pronunciation sucks.
Oh, God, Lazarus, you're so petty. There's a crack on the window. I need to remember that. That's fucking... Oh, God, he's such a
It's
petty
getting
Betty.
down with that guitar. Ramos was everywhere, constantly reminding me of the thrashing I suffered.
Yeah, you got
Ramos
your
was
shit
everywhere.
rocked.
The fountain wasn't especially elaborate, and to tell the truth, it also seemed out of place. It emitted a hypnotic water jet, though, neither too violent nor too calm.
Oh, God, I love when artists do that. Okay, we can't investigate anything. Let's view
You look
him.
more like a cursed painter than a newsagent.
That's funny.
The
Chris
sun
Painter.
up in the sky, a fiery red balloon and a lollipop. Would have gladly changed places with that kid.
You know,
The sun up in the sky would have gladly...
golly, you have... Hi, let's talk to Mason.
Hello.
How can I help you?
You're doing a really great job.
You can say that again, my friend. Nobody does grout work like this these days. Listen to old Tom. That's not just a wall, it is art.
If he could, that man would have exhibited his stuccoed wall in the Louvre of Paris, near the Mona Lisa.
I had a teacher who talked about going to France a lot. I'm just like, you make me not want to go to France because you are being pretentious about it. But that's just me. Not saying France is pretentious. Though I did hear a lot of stuff by French people and by like people who lived in Europe be like, yeah, Paris is not that great. Which honestly, I'd like to go. If I had the money, I would try to go visit like the countryside of certain countries. I think that'd be neat. Though I would not want to go to like the jungles because I cannot deal with spiders. So unfortunately, I would not be able to exhibit or view the beauty of the natural jungle and stuff. So Amazon, any of the Asian jungles, any of the African jungles, any of the Australian jungles, I cannot do. I am so sorry. That makes me very sad. Same with the Indian jungles and forests. No, it's shit. Anything with wooded areas, I cannot do. That sucks. Cause I don't think I will be able to handle the spiders. Sucks to suck.
Is that magazine on the wall yours?
Of course it's mine. What a question.
Well, this is a very difficult situation to explain. In short, I urgently need that magazine.
I understood full well what kind of urgency we're talking about. But unfortunately, I have an urgency even greater than yours. Look at those soft curves, those gentle shades.
Please, let's not get into any details.
What are you suggesting? My urgency is art. I need that magazine as inspiration for my walls. So I can't give it to you. Go to the newsstand and buy a copy like everyone else.
Well, I tried asking politely. Now I'd have to graduate to cunningly stealing.
I mean, honestly, you don't give me the feeling of a guy who's interested in that kind of stuff. And that's okay, because, you know.
No matter how hard I try. Yes, I would rapidly switch the covers so that the Mason wouldn't notice the disappearance of his magazine.
You're kind of cunning. Did you learn that from your father?
No, I felt more at ease.
There you go. Perfect. Look at that. We did that easily. We're gonna have probably to steal that kid's balloon. We might not need to, though. Thievery. Let's try to get done with it. Let's try to get to the next section, and then I will end it off from here. Let's try to fix green dart. I wonder. There we go. Willow. Give me gum so I can fix green dart so I can get them
There you
out
are, you
here.
filthy pervert.
But these were not the kinds of pecs I really wanted to see.
Take the cover off, you idiot.
Oh, now I get it.
Don't get smart. Now, I want the chewing gum we agreed on.
Here you go, you pervert, you filthy animal.
Help yourself, but make sure you're not seen. It could look like attempted bribery.
Alright, Willow, thanks. Right. Chew it. Green dart, fix you. Then I guess we're on our way. I'm enjoying
The
this
chewing
game.
gum was exactly what I needed to fix the bike. I prayed it didn't stick to my gloves, or I'd have to spend half a day cleaning them. The chain remained the last obstacle to freedom, but fortunately, I had the keys with me.
Perfect. We did everything. Look at us. We are fantastic. Free green dart. Let's go.
Ah,
Son of a bitch.
what clumsy
Lazarus.
hands.
I had... I think I felt a twinge in my hand.
Are
And
you
you
okay?
scored. What a shot.
Which physical law of the universe causes keys to inevitably fall inside the only manhole nearby? Opening the grate with bare hands was impossible. Besides, inside it seemed empty. So I imagined there must be a long drop beneath it. I saw no alternative. To recover the key, I would need to penetrate the sewers, but this would take time. I had already wasted too much. By then, the sun was almost setting. I decided to head out immediately, hoping not to miss the appointment. When I reached the place, the sun had already set. An old, desolate alley in West Miami. I didn't know what to expect yet. I had to move cautiously.
Okay. I wonder. Hold on. Oh, perfect. Okay, let me save. I did not save. I have 6 slots I can save this on. Wait. Oh, I have a lot of slots. Do I? Hold on. I just want to save it. Okay. Right, just in case I screw up. So let me see. Okay, I click on that. Okay, perfect. Right. I think we're gonna end it off here. Thanks so much for watching. I'm having a great time. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's going on. I know our boy Lazarus here, he has some familial issues and some problems, and I think there's a lot. I'm very interested to see what's going on with him. Blowtorch, scummy, Willow, hilarious but kind of weird, but you know, conspiracy theorists. Yeah, a lot of fun, interesting characters. Burton makes me nervous, but we'll come back with more of the Hand of Glory next week. Thank you so much for watching, and we will continue on